What's up, guys? Welcome back to Tomb Raider 2. We thought we finished the main quest, but apparently Bartoli's men disagree. Oh boy, there's a keyhole. Do we need the key? Oh, we got the key. Okay, great. So Bartoli's men seem to have tracked us down to the mansion, and we basically, I guess we have to defend it and just kill them all. And so we got this gun-cupboard key. So let's open that up and see what we can grab. This is going to be interesting, because I imagine we're going to have to kill a bunch of guys. Hello. Okay, we want the shotgun. That's for sure. Oh, I can already hear these guys running around. Look at that. So much ammo. Okay, let's grab some more ammo and get ready for these guys to come through. I think someone's coming. Hello. Dude, they're like pushing me all over the place. Okay, these guys are not messing around. They're really angry that we killed their boss. But also the boss was not a nice guy. And he was, in case they didn't notice, he was a dragon. He was a bit of a fanatic. So, you know, I don't regret killing him and they shouldn't either. What is Lara wearing? Is she just wearing like a dressing gown? That's interesting. Okay, let's save. Let's go out there and take care of all these guys. Hello, there's someone on the... Hello! Dude, just like chilling on the windowsill. Hello! Wow, these bad guys are coming from everywhere. Okay, I think we need to clear that. Oh, we broke our windows, guys. Oh well, we're wealthy. It doesn't matter. We'll just fix them. Okay, let's deal with all of these bad guys. Oh boy, how many health packs do we have? Because I just realized, we don't have anything from the main game. This is like a separate game almost. We got 2 large med packs and 1 small med pack. Okay, we have to be really careful, guys. We have to be really careful because this could be, we could run out of health packs. This feels like the start of Tomb Raider again, where everything was really difficult because you didn't have enough of anything. Hello. Yeah, you thought you... Ah, there's a dog! Why do they bring dogs with them everywhere they go? And how are these guys running... Look at this, they're running through the banister. How do they do that? Oh, the car is outside. So should we go outside and deal with them? Or should we explore the house? Do we have music? Let's put on our music so we can kill these guys to some badass tunes. Oh yeah. This is totally Lara. It's like, oh yeah, another day at work. Let's put on some classical music and just like slaughter to the classical music. Let's go check outside by the car. We have half our health, so I think it's time to use a small med pack. Well, let's hope we don't die. Who's shooting me? Are you shooting me from inside a car? Oh, you're shooting me from over there? Woo! Doggo! Who's coming at me now? There's just dogs and bad guys coming from everywhere. Ah! How many of you guys are there? This is like an ambush. Oh well, another day in the life of Lara Croft. Okay, well, he dropped a health pack, so that's good for us. Because we need him. Did this guy drop anything? It doesn't seem like it. What about this guy? Nope. Alright, so... Is that everyone? I don't know. Because these guys are just coming right out of nowhere. Hello, there's another dog. Where are all these guys coming from? Oh, great. I cannot see what's happening. I don't want to go running into the dark. Are you crazy? Hello. How am I supposed to see what's happening? Just throw a flare in there? How am I supposed to see what's happening down there, guys? Who are you? This guy's got like 2 gigantic guns on him. What the heck? Well, that was something else. Oh, that's it. Okay.
Don't you think you've seen enough?
Yeah, look away, folks. Respect a woman's privacy. Ah, we got the awesome credit music. I love this. Okay, honestly, guys, that was really fun. And, you know, it's been so long since I played Tomb Raider 2. I think it must have been like nearly 10 years. It's been a long time. Tomb Raider 2 is a fun game. You know, there's lots of ways it has improved on the first game. It's got much more action. The guns matter a lot more. It's got a sort of more modern setting. I feel a bit mixed about the modern setting. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of exploring tombs and all these ancient places. I think if you can get the balance right, it's good. I think this game struggled a bit with the balance. Like, vast majority of the game was in modern settings, and then only at the end do we sort of explore some tombs. And the tombs are okay. What the hell happened at the end, though? That got really strange. Like, we entered some kind of parallel dimension. And if I remember correctly, that's about as strange as Tomb Raider gets. I don't think it gets stranger than that ever again, which is a good thing, and I'm happy about. I love this music, guys. It makes me so happy. Is that it? Oh, yeah, look at our total statistics. Oh, we didn't get all the secrets. We knew that. But it doesn't matter. It's not like there's any reward for getting all of them. But yeah, that was totally awesome, guys. It was good to revisit Tomb Raider. I think it improved on the first game in a lot of ways. The storytelling was still a little bit weak in places. I don't think the story was as good as Tomb Raider 1. I mean, Tomb Raider 1's story was pretty bare bones, but it was super interesting because it was like you're exploring Atlantis and all these other places, you know, which you wouldn't get otherwise. But, you know, and they improved the animation. They added her ponytail. Obviously the graphics were way better. You didn't have to like install a mod to make it look good. And it was fun being able to explore the home and have the butler and lock him in the fridge. The fridge. Oh gosh, that poor guy. I hope he's okay. Did we rest? Is he still in the fridge? Did we could have like gotten him out of the fridge by now. Was he in the fridge the entire time we were on this adventure? Poor guy. But yeah, it was really fun. And, you know, if I had to rate this compared to Tomb Raider 1, I think I like Tomb Raider 1 more. But I think that's just because Tomb Raider 1 has all these tombs and like mythologies and stuff. And, you know, it relies a lot on knowing like your Greek mythology and your Norse mythology and other things like that. And there's dinosaurs. The only dinosaurs were in the beginning of this game, and it was like 2 T-Rexes, which was fun, but it felt a bit mean, you know. But this is still a really good game. Out of the classic games, this is still a really good one. It's like pretty close to Tomb Raider 1 in terms of rating. After this, at some point, not immediately, because I'm a little bit burnt out with Tomb Raider because I've been playing that since I launched the channel. Basically, I'd like a bit of a break now, change things up a little bit. But eventually, we will come back. There is an expansion to Tomb Raider 2 called the Golden Mask, which I have never played at all. So I have no idea what goes on in it. I don't know anything. I don't know if we'll find all the secrets. The Golden Mask is notoriously hard to get to run on a modern computer with music and everything working. I think I've found a method that works, but we'll save it for not much later. I don't know how much later. At some point in the future, we will come back to it. And then, because this is a series, and I'm definitely planning on playing every single Tomb Raider that exists at some point. And there'll be a whole set of series on that. So after that, it'll be Tomb Raider 3, which is one of my absolute favorite classic games. It is the one that I grew up with. I know it inside out. And honestly, Tomb Raider 3 is my favorite. I know a lot of people don't like it. I just think it's my favorite because, you know, the game is a lot harder. It's probably the hardest out of all of the classic games, but it's got, you know, I think the best balance between tombs and ancient places and modern settings with like espionage and bad guys with guns and all of that. And it's like, it's kind of cool because you also get to like visit different locales, and every time you go to a different place, it's got a totally different vibe and a different set of enemies and stuff. Whereas, you know, Tomb Raider 2 kind of feels like they were all trying to stick to the same theme. The levels were slightly different from place to place, but they kind of kept to the same theme. So, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's what I like the most about Tomb Raider 3 is the variety, and also the fact that, without spoiling anything, the big plot and the big villain all have to do with like a kind, like more kind of like science fiction-y kind of stuff, whereas Tomb Raider 1 was very sort of like fantasy, and Tomb Raider 2 was what would you call it? It's like an action fantasy, I guess. Whereas Tomb Raider 3 is very kind of like science fiction, which I kind of like because obviously I'm an astrophysicist, so I love science fiction. But yes, honestly, Tomb Raider 2 was a good experience. So thank you guys very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And I hope you're looking forward to future games in this series. We have a whole bunch of other stuff on my channel, all kinds of other games. I'm obviously, Tomb Raider is a big part of my channel, and it's going to continue to be a big part in the future. I might take breaks every now and again. Like I want to take a break right now, but there's all kinds of other games I have there which are also really cool. I've got a whole bunch of adventure games that I'm starting now. I tend to I want to have some like action RPG kind of stuff in there. So it's a lot of variety. And I kind of enjoy variety and all these kind of quirky games with like good stories and stuff. So definitely check out what else is on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see that kind of stuff, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this series, and let me know in the comments what was your favorite level, what was your favorite weapon, do you have any thoughts about the story, do you because I know some people love this game. I didn't like the story that much. I thought it was okay. But what's your favorite classic Tomb Raider game? Do you have a favorite villain? And in fact, actually, what was for you in Tomb Raider 2? This is the crucial question. What do you think was the most interesting place that we visited? In my opinion, I think that I enjoyed. It's a toss-up between Tibet and the undersea wreck. I remember the undersea wreck, that whole section, feeling like it took really long because there were so many levels. But at the same time, I really liked the color scheme of the Maria Doria. It was like this kind of nice bluish brown, which you don't see anywhere else in Tomb Raider games, which kind of felt really cool. It was like a rusty metal kind of look, and I loved it. And it was kind of claustrophobic as well. You literally felt like you were stuck under tons and tons of water, like above your head, which was honestly a little claustrophobic, and it kind of put the pressure on you. It felt like you really had to navigate your way quite carefully. But at the same time, even though there was lots of variety, it was quite long. So I don't know if that's my favorite. I have to think about it a little bit. But I did enjoy the early parts of Tibet. So that's the thing, is my favorite level was Tibetan Foothills. Was it? Oh no, actually, I like that one because of the snowmobile. The snowmobile was really fun to drive around, and the music that we just had during the credits was the best music in the whole of Tomb Raider 2. There's better music in Tomb Raider 3. I just love Tomb Raider 3, so everything about Tomb Raider 3 is really good. But that was really good for the music and the snowmobile, but that was about it. I think my favorite Tibet level has to be the monastery level, because there's something nice about coming to a place where you had allies and they were helping you out, and it was a giant monastery and you're exploring it. What's cooler than that? It felt really cool. But then the rest of Tibet was not super amazing. I mean, the catacombs and all of that was okay. The giant bird at the end was, what the hell was that? Like, it was a giant bird. It was like a man's body and a bird head. It was really weird. I didn't enjoy the catacombs so much. So this is the thing, is like, I really enjoyed Tibetan Foothills and Barkang Monastery, but I didn't enjoy the whole of Tibet. Whereas at least with Maria Doria, even though it didn't have the highs of those two levels, it didn't have those moments that were so good that I enjoyed them. In terms of variety, despite having like 4 levels underwater, it felt like around every corner was something new, and it felt like the ship made sense. Like you knew you were now in the engine room, or you were in the living quarters, or hey, it's the dining room. Hey, it's a swimming pool. Oh yes, actually the whole level where everything was upside down, that was amazing. Okay, I've decided the whole of the underwater section, that was really cool. I enjoyed that. So I think that was my favorite set of levels. And if I had to choose a favorite level, it's probably, I can't remember what the name of the level was, but it was the one where everything was upside down. with the swimming pool that was upside down and the ballroom that was upside down, the cafe that was upside down, all of that stuff. That was just really fun. It's kind of cool seeing everything upside down. It's like it kind of messes with your mind and it's just really fun level design, so I think that was my favorite. So let me know in the comments which part of Tomb Raider 2 was your favorite. Let me know which Tomb Raider game you discovered first, if you discovered any of them, or if this is how you're discovering it, what you think. If this makes you want to play Tomb Raider 2, I absolutely recommend it. Tomb Raider 3 is my favorite, but I wouldn't recommend that for a beginner because it's just so hard. I was a beginner. It was the only one I ever played, but you see, I was a kid, and as a kid, you can persevere and play for ages until eventually you figure it out. So it's not a problem. But if you're an adult, you might not have the patience to start with something as difficult as Tomb Raider 3. Honestly, almost any one of the classic Tomb Raider games, except maybe Chronicles, are really good Tomb Raider games to play for a beginner. Chronicles is it's not a bad game. I don't know why everyone hates it so much. I mean, look, it's got problems. It's you got all of the first 4 Tomb Raider games like up here. If this is like your almost 10 out of 10, and like Chronicles is like somewhere in the middle. It's like a 5 out of 10 or whatever. It's not a bad game, but it's not an amazing game either. So that's why I wouldn't recommend starting with it. But yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys at some point in the future. And I don't know what we'll play next. We'll just have to see. But until then, stay safe, stay super, and keep gaming. And bye for now.